Hi, this is David Marsh with eminitradingstrategies.com. Today's May 14th, 2012. I'm going to try to do a few more videos. I got 2 weeks left while we're still selling the course, so got a lot of requests to keep putting up videos. Going to try to do them every day or every day or so at least. So let's talk about today. Today, real simple. We opened up right here, all right, 9:30 of course. Consolidation a little bit pre-market, and we're in this what I call double failure no zone and prime condition to take an EET. When we get no zone, as most you know from following my blog, we don't trade NSEs. In fact, we avoid them at a cost, but of course when we come out of no zone, we can take NSEs and they're strong trades. We'll talk about this one in a minute. But in this particular instance, EETs are the way to go. So we grabbed a long EET, very quick one and done. We're finished at 9:33 in the morning. Not too bad. That's a perfect day for us. Well, VIX jumped up a little bit. Trade around 21. You know, it's still, in my opinion, still a little low. But when the VIX starts moving up, we normally have more opportunity for trading. We had 4 or 5 straight winning trades. A lot of my students today grabbed 3, 4, even 5 points. And that you'll see that a lot as the VIX moves up. My system really does well. Again, nothing wrong with making a point a day. I was happy with the point. I stopped. But a lot of my students grabbed 3+ points today. So let's talk about a couple trades. After the fact, going back to these charts, you see the NSE out of no zone looks wonderful, but it wasn't valid. In fact, we could have also grabbed a super EET. A super EET is just an EET before an NSE out of no zone, which is a high probability trade. Well, our long-term filter had gone long, and therefore we could not trade against it by taking a short position. So it looks really good. Hindsight's 2020. It's not a valid trade. We did not take these trades. They weren't valid. Even though they look good, rules are rules. Sometimes the rules help us. Sometimes the rules, well, we miss winning trades, but that's okay because long term it works out for the best. And again, we still got our one and done. Well, but because the long-term filter again was long, we couldn't take a short trade, but then it turned right around and went short, so we were able to take another pullback trade for a beautiful winner. So we had that one, and then we had this NSE long for 2 points. And this is what I teach my students in my live trading room is how to stay in this trade using conviction. So what we do basically is I put an 8-tick target in my NSE trades and an 8-tick stop loss. So it's a 1-to-1 risk versus reward. But after 4 ticks of positive price movement right here, my stop loss moves up to break even. So it moves up right here. And then we simply look for higher highs and higher lows to stay in the trade. And either you get up at your top target or when the most recent highest low breaks, we just jump out of the trade. But here, it broke right here, but we were already out here for a nice 2-point profit. So it was really a great day. A lot of good winning trades. Again, 3 to 4 points within a half hour. I grabbed my one and done. Quite happy with it. So that's the video today. Hope it helps. And feel free to get in touch if you have any questions. Thank you.